I am literally blown away at this. Just literally 10 seconds ago, finished writing up my top 10 worst movies list. Looking at it right now. And for the first time ever, like ever, me doing videos of shit, the first 6 movies are all horror movies. What the fuck? I'm a little mad because I'm like, I love horror movies. Horror movies are my thing. That's my shit. Why were there so many bad ones? Why are the top 6 movies I've seen horror movies and they're bad? Okay. Hey, first of all, Happy New Year, everybody. Well, it's not New Year's yet, but thank you guys for rocking with me for a whole 12 months. We made it to the end of another movie season, and now it's time to talk about the top 10 best and worst movies of 2022. I did both. I'm going to do the worst movies first, but get that out to you guys. Knock that out first, and then the next video will be the best, so we can end the year on a high note. I just wrote it because I did the worst movies first, so that's fresh in my head. So let's just get to it. Here are my top 5 best, what a second. Okay. Oh, that goes down easy. Top 10 worst movies of 2022. This list, some movies I have not seen, just so you know. So that Mean One movie, that Grinch movie, didn't get to see it because it wasn't in my city, but I know that movie was bad. But it ain't on the list because I didn't see it. So, but with that being said, let's get right into it, guys. Here's my top 10 worst movies list. If the movies I say piss you off, put in the comment section and be like, you know what the fuck you're talking about, you drunk, go home. So, but it's just my personal list. Here we go. Coming in number 10 is this. Number 10 for me, easily, I won't say easily, but this movie did come out this year, didn't it? Morbius. I know Morbius gets a lot of heat and shit for, you know, everything that goes on to it, but let's just get it out the way first. Superhero movie. Not really great. It's not really good. Nothing more we gotta say about this movie. I know it got a re-release, and I know Morbius should definitely be on the best movies list. Yeah, but as long as I'm taking another sip of this. Another sip of this. Yeah, it's staying on the worst list. Here's number 9. Number 9 for me, it came out earlier in the year. It's a horror movie, and you're gonna be like, oh yeah, that did come out. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. The Netflix horror movie that came out. It was just like, oh, this movie's not gonna be good at all. I don't care what nobody says. This movie was definitely trying to be a worse version of the Halloween franchise. Because Leatherface's look was just kind of like, what the fuck is that? That's not Leatherface. That's like, that's Leatherfuck. That's not Leatherface. That's Leatherfuck. That's not him. The shit he was doing with that chainsaw, I still remember vaguely. He threw that chainsaw. He kind of like underhanded and shit like a boomerang and like clipped someone's foot or some shit. And there's the infamous like the scene in the trailer where he was in the bus and he just like killed everybody and people just got their cell phones out like, oh, you're gonna get canceled, motherfucker. Yeah, you're gonna get canceled too. Canceled from life. That's why, yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre was not good. Number 9. Here's number 8. Number 8 for me. It's a movie that only like 3 people saw this movie. I saw this movie with my baby brother. It was one of 3 movies we saw this year. I was like, come on, let's go see that movie. I know it's gonna be shit, but let's see it anyway. Just torture him. Oh yeah, Memory. That's the movie. A movie with Liam Neeson that you're just like, what? Liam Neeson made a movie this year? The fuck? He did make a movie this year, and I was like, what the? Yeah. This is why you probably don't remember it. I don't remember it either. I remember it vaguely. It's a movie about him having Alzheimer's. He was an assassin. Or Hitman or something. The drink is making it kind of fuzzy. I just know that it wasn't good. So Memory, number 8. Number 7 time. Worst movie. Number 7 for me, it's kind of like it's not a horror movie, but it's kind of like I was like, should I put this on the list? I think we can all agree this one wasn't good compared to another version of it. And that movie's gonna be Disney's Pinocchio. I know, a Disney movie on the top 10 worst list. What the fuck? What kind of world is this? What are you drinking? Hear me out. Compared to the Guillermo del Toro, compared to that version of Pinocchio, I was definitely like, oh yeah, this is definitely like the worst version of Pinocchio because it was soulless. The movie was really a carbon copy of the classic Disney version, but none of like the heart and soul that made that movie, you know, good. That being said, nothing more I can really say. It's like these bottom tier movies, I'm just kind of powering through them, just like, yeah, this is bad. The upper half is the ones I can really tear into shit. So Pinocchio, that's number 7. Here's number 6. Okay, remember what I said? 6 movies are all horror. These are all horror movies from here on up, so I can really get into it. So number 6 definitely going to be what's called Pray for the Devil. Yeah, that movie. Another movie I took my baby brother with me, just be like, yeah, let's check this movie out. Could be good. I was wrong. The movie, it was another generic Exorcist movie and shit. The movie went by a different title, like I think earlier in the year, and then it like came out and it's like, wait a minute, wasn't that called like Devil's Light or something? Oh no, now it's called Pray for the Devil. No matter what the devil's doing, the devil ain't making good movies. Generic exorcism movie, full of jump scares, full of predictable shit that I was just like, I'm just burping like crazy. It wasn't good. So number 6, terrible movie. Top 5 horror movies. Here we go. Worst. Here we go. 5 for me. The Cursed. It came out in January, so yeah, was it February? No matter what, it was bad. It was a horror movie that I watched. I was just like, I think it's one of the few horror movies I actually fell asleep in or nodded off in because I got comfortable. Shit, like, okay, this movie's really dragging. Let me get comfortable. And then I just was like, oh, this is all sleep. And then I woke back up like, oh, the movie's still happening. Will the horror never end? Movies about some Americans that killed some gypsies and shit, and then the gypsies cursed the land, and then it was a scarecrow, and then some. I don't remember the movie. I just know it was bad. Cause like I said, I go down all the movies I've seen. I look back at the reviews that I gave from the ratings, and the Curse was like, oh yeah, that movie not good. That's why it's number 5? Okay, top 4 worst movies this year. Here we go. 4 for me. This one was a 3-way tie. 3-way tie. That was just like I had to really like come down to the nitty gritty on this one. And some people might hate me because some people actually like this movie. So I'm sorry, guys, but I'm gonna say number 4 for me is definitely gonna be Smile. It's crazy too because I thought Smile was gonna be like the last horror movie before I think Halloween Ends came out, and I was like, okay, this could definitely be like the good one because there was a consecutive streak of shit horror movies when I saw this movie, and then I saw it, I was just like, oh, this is just more cookie cutter bullshit. Predictable. It wasn't scary. The trailers ruined it. I was just like, no, this is not just not good. Even I remember like the Smile, they didn't even like try to explain the Smile creature, the Smile curse, but then it wasn't like done well at all. And then the ending of the movie happened, and I was just like, oh no, this is just trying to be like cut. It wasn't good. Have another sip. I'm almost out. Gotta save this little bit for the last top 2 movies. Okay. Number 3. Number 3 for me, I could definitely get into this one. But this one I was like, oh, this ain't gonna be good, and it wasn't. Number 3, Jeepers Creepers Reborn. Oh my goodness, Jeepers Creepers Reborn was definitely one of those fandom movies that I was like, okay, let's power through it. I hope it's good. It was not good because I thought it was gonna be a requel, and it was just re-shit because the movie was just like, it was like, okay, we're gonna do Jeepers Creepers. I thought it's like trying to redo the first movie, but it's also like the other movies did happen, but then it's like it didn't happen, and the creeper didn't look good at all. The fucking effects were not good. The effects, you would swear this movie was like made for like YouTube. Like it was a YouTube movie that you'd be like, okay, put some money behind that budget, increase the budget, get a better director, we might have a solid Jeepers Creepers kind of remake going on. It was nope. What we actually got was something in theaters. I was just like, I remember like half the theater walked out halfway through the movie. I was like, come on guys, it's gonna get better, right? Didn't. It was bad. It was terrible. Jeepers Creepers Reborn was not great at all. That's why it's number 3. So top 2 worst movies of the year. Yes. We got some shit to say. Let's go. Coming number 2 for me, easily. I just kind of was like, should this be number 1? Nah, number 1 was like, this was easily consecutively the worst movie I saw. Number 2 is definitely going to be Bodies by A24. Or A24 just truly proved to me this year, do not trust their movies except Everything Everywhere at Once, because that was like the only good one they had this year. Also, that Marcel the Shell, I didn't see that, but that looked cute. I didn't see it, so hopefully that one was good. Come to horror movies at A24. I know I'm going to get tricked to seeing another one next year, but this year will definitely like A24, stop fucking me. What bad horror movie? Because what was the movie about? I remember it was about these chicks and shit. They went to this house or whatever, and they played this murder mystery called Bodies. But the way shit was just going down, I was just like, this is so dumb, it's so stupid. It's one of those horror movies that people try to pass off like, well, it's supposed to be a comedy, a dark comedy and shit. So just roll with it. But nah, it was bad. I didn't like it. It was horrible. I remember the ending kind of just like flipping everything on his head, and I just want to. No, I'm not gonna. No, I'm not. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. No, I don't have enough for the last movie. Fuck it. Number one. Number one for me. Number one worst movie I seen this year. Men. Another A24 movie, I believe. I should have known this movie was going to be bad. This was another movie that I think I legit fell asleep in. And I don't fall asleep in movies at all. It was bad. I remember what was it? It was the ending of the movie where the main chick who went somewhere because she would have an abusive relationship or some shit or whatever. And the dude that was terrorizing her, he took all these different forms of shit. And then he transformed. He was like, what was he doing? He was like coming out of a cocoon or some bullshit. So he was trying to explain his movie. It was that bad. It came out like way back in March. I want to say March. I can't remember. I just know it wasn't good. I just remember watching it and I was like, this is shit. You want my better perspective on it? Watch my review for it. The review will be here somewhere. Watch that and then you'll know why it was bad. That being said, those are my top 10 worst movies of the year. A lot of them horror movies. So that's why I'm kind of like, this video, I'm just kind of like whatever with it, because I know this movie was not good. So next video will be the top 10 best list. What's your top 10 worst movies you've seen this year? Type below them to talk about it. See you guys in the next video, and as always, subscribe. Until next time.